I am back. Hopefully this works a little bit better. Sorry for the inconvenience. It is what it is. Like I said, I need better equipment. It is what it's going to be. So I'll wait for a few more people to, hop back on, find the video, and hopefully we won't have any issues. Hey, Lachey. Um, yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I don't know. Like I said, all my stuff's starting to crap out. Even my phone's gonna probably shit out here soon. So, you know, it's just time for me to get my ass in gear, right? So, thanks for joining back with me. Let's see if we can get back to where we were, because we were talking about Gemini. So, let me tune back in. Hopefully, everything will work the same. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So they're still going back to the self love, y'all. And okay, so they are saying for the group of Gemini. Okay, it's Gemini with water in their charts. Okay, what they're wanting you to do, because there's different categories of Gemini that they want to focus on. I'm getting this weird pressure right here too. It was weird. It wasn't quite like a headache, but it was almost like this pressure of someone putting their hand on my head. Okay, so for Gemini with water in your charts, what you're seeing, okay, so with the Knight of Cups energy that they keep bringing up for Gemini, what it actually is that they are wanting you to use the process of what you've been doing with your self-love work and helping others, like spreading that energy out. So I don't know if there are some of you who have been looking to do videos to lighten the mood, or to help people connect with their emotions, that kind of thing. Um, so let me see, because listen, y'all, my phone is like super tiny. Um, so I'm gonna see if I can pull up the comments on here just in case. But what they're talking about is they really want those of you who have water in their charts to start really focusing on the self-love so much that you have plenty to share, okay? Um, and they really want you to step out of the box on this one, because it's something that you've never done before. And it's probably going to be uncomfortable for you at first, but after you do it a few times, you're going to really feel more in your element, okay? And yeah, they're almost saying that you, okay, so the Gemini with water in your charts, they're saying that you are almost showing up as the Knight of Hope for some people. So keep that into consideration for those of you who have been thinking about that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be videos. It could be, going to places around your town, or working within local groups, that kind of thing. But they really want you, if you feel like you've kind of hit a rough, like a stagnant patch, like not sure what to do now, that's the direction they want you to head in. Now, okay, so now they're bringing up people with, so Gemini with like air across the charts. Don't let your ego get the best of you, and start learning, instead of keeping all of this energy inside, so the fact that it's messing with your head so much, you need to learn to balance it with communication, okay? Don't keep it all in, because that's not going to do you any good. It's actually going to stunt your growth more than you think it would. And you need to be a little more careful of who you're confiding in as well. I do feel like there could be either one or two people within your circle that might not be so respectful with your personal information. So make sure that you're being aware of that. Okay. Um, Okay, so I've never had them do this either, like bringing in different signs throughout the chart. So, really, it all has to boil down to self love the rest of this month. Like, if you feel that you're at your wits' end and you're almost to the finish line, but you're not sure if you can make it, just hold out, because things are going to get so much better for you, Gemini. It's going to make a lot more sense down the road, and you can't expect that when you're making necessary changes that you're going to see all of it come together within the heartbeat, okay? Um, now, okay. Gemini, and learn to have a little fun, guys. Like, I almost feel like Gemini has been either so serious in their growing or work, even focusing on relationships, like focus outside of self so much that you're having a hard time tuning into self. Learn to have fun. Don't take life so seriously all the time. Um, once you get into a routine so much with, day to day activities, you almost forget what it's like to have time for yourself and to really get in tune with the vibrancy of fun. Everything happens more easily when you are being joyful and when you're enjoying your experience, right? So, okay. Yeah, and especially for those of you who have really been in your head lately, like the if you have been wondering how to release it, you need to use your voice. Don't be afraid to let your voice be heard, okay? Um, Now, and it's okay. For some of you, might need to watch your temper a little bit. And again, use your words, use your voice. If you do happen to slip up, take accountability for it. But they want you to use your voice for change, for good, um, to uplift and inspire and to be that difference, okay? So, um, yeah. Yeah, I completely understand that, Danny. And you have to find your place. Like, um, me and one of the Debbies were talking about that. Is Debbie in here? Um, yeah, Debbie is in here. We were talking about it the other day, and I understand her situation, but I do also feel like there can be compromises. So for her, she doesn't have a lot of time, but her thing is gardening, right? So she doesn't necessarily have time to tend to a full garden, but just by simply bringing in some plants that still keep her connected to earth and nature, mindfulness, touching the leaves, talking to them, tending to them in that sense, where it doesn't necessarily take a lot of time, but just by doing that in the morning and the afternoon can still create that balance and that time just for you. You see what I'm saying? So no matter what that is for you, and everyone's going to be different in that sense. But whether it's dancing, singing, making funny videos, if it's taking your dog for a walk or going out and hugging a tree, breathing fresh air. Sometimes when I take Charlie for a walk in the morning on the property, there's this one piece of opening in the trees that every morning when I walk out there, the sun shines right through those trees, and it's like it's just for me. You know what I'm saying? So I will literally go out there and just open my arms wide and close my eyes and feel that sun beat on me. That is my moment. You know what I'm saying? So we have to find those mindful moments no matter where we are and what we're doing. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, take that step back and come back to moment, right? So, okay. They also want to remind Gemini what the holidays are really for. Don't feel so like batshit crazy trying to get all the holidays in order and making sure that everything is without a hitch. Remember what this time of season really means, and think of what all that you've been through this year, Gemini. You have been through so many significant changes. This is really the time for you to truly enjoy yourself, okay? Be grateful for what you have, what you've overcome, and be more present, okay? Don't think about things outside or what's next. These holiday moments, be more present, okay? So, all right, let's see. Who's next? All right, Libra. What's going on with Libra? Okay, Libra. So, I see a final door coming to a complete close. Okay, I see some of you having a really hard time letting whatever this is go, though. I almost get the feeling of 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of thing, but it's the 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 scales of justice are like teetering out of control, and until you make a final decision, things are not going to get better. Okay. Um and this is going to be all across the board for Libra because you're all going through so many different things. It's like going off a checklist right now, but it's just too much to keep up with for the majority of Libra signs. But whatever you feel like, there's certain phases that Libra's been going through where you almost know intuitively that something's coming to a close for you. And I almost feel like you're so fearful of the what ifs. Like, well, if I let this door close, then what next? Like, there's just so much fear and confusion behind it, and that's why there's a hard time closing this door. Um, and it's almost like the way that they're coming down on whatever this is, it's very abrupt. Okay, so listen, if you don't do it, the universe is going to do it for you and make you miserable in the long run. Okay, so the way that they're coming down, and they're almost showing me like a guillotine. Okay, it is off, chopped off, right? Whatever situation you feel has been building up until this point, like, listen, the way that and I've been seeing a lot of people going through this too, is so many people are scared to make necessary decisions in order to brighten their future because they're scared that nothing better is going to come along. I can think back to so many times that I've said that, y'all, that I have literally been like, this is the best that I've experienced, and I don't know if it can get any better than this, and it always does. Um, because we're growing, we're evolving, and we can't let ourselves stay in the background because we are too scared to step into the limelight. Okay? You are not meant to be backstage. You are meant to be front and center. Okay, Libra? Um, they really want you to step into your true power and understand that until you close this door, you're not going to be able to fully do that. So if you feel like everything else in your life is, you're seeing that progress, you're seeing that movement forward, but there's just a certain part that you feel like you're being held back, it's because that door is not being closed. Um, Yeah, Tom, seriously, they love it because they have energy and souls just like we do. So if we talk to our plants, they will. They're like, listen, you can look up uh, studies that they've done where they have one plant that they bully and another plant they only say nice things to. And you can test it at home too. Seriously, get two different plants and you can have them just a few feet from each other and literally go talk shit to the other one and say nothing but positive, uplifting things to the other and see how much of a difference it makes. And that is exactly why I tell everyone if you would not say it to your closest loved one, you should not be saying it to yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because if it can kill a plant, imagine what it does to us. Okay? So, plants are very special and they're just like trees. They will give you that energy exchange back. So, yeah, take good care of them. That's why I love my orchids. So, everyone else can't grow them, but for some reason I do. And I tell them they're beautiful all the time. I have my own little conversations with them and they're gorgeous. Um, Okay, so yeah, Libra, it's time for you to step up. Okay, um, all I can see is this bright, shining light. Like they are so ready for you to step into your authentic power and take leadership over who you want to become. Don't let anyone or anything stand in your way. If you are relying on someone else to give you validation or, to give you the go ahead, you are wasting your time. You need to give that to yourself, and whether they are on board or not, you keep doing your thing, okay? Um, Yeah, I would agree with that, Danny. Spring water is definitely much better than anything you're gonna get from the city. City tap water, they're filling you with a bunch of nasty stuff. So yeah, be aware of that. Now, okay, is there anything else that you have for Libra? Yeah. um, so like they're bringing up the whole like this girl's on fire energy. Okay, um, you have the ability to accomplish so much when you stop letting others dictate how you're going to live your life. So make sure that you are not listening to, and it's so funny because the conversation me and Ashley were having yesterday is coming up right now, and she was like, I heard, don't take advice from anyone that you wouldn't want to trade lives with. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, they got a point, because I sure as hell wouldn't call a plumber when I needed an electrician. You know what I'm saying? But then she goes, well, who would you actually want to trade lives with? And I said, nobody. Absolutely nobody. Because there are so many people that I've met, like my good friend Erin, she's my mentor, and she's way more advanced than me and has done a lot of great things with her life. But would I necessarily want to trade lives with her? No, not at all, because this is mine and it's for me to experience. So, and even with that being said, you never know what people are going through. You never know what they had to go through in order to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, always take it at face value, because you never know. And we have those conversations in our morning motivations anyway. Um, but you are Libra. You have so much to accomplish. Don't waste any more time, and please do not fret the changes that are coming, because everything that is opening up for you is exactly as it should be. And they're just asking you, if you're going to have one foot in, one foot out, lean more towards going in. Okay? Trust yourself, trust your guides. They will not lead you astray. Alright, so Aquarius, what is going on with Aquarius? Aquarius is working their asses off. All I see is money, money coming in. Okay, so I don't know. Either you could just be working your ever living lights out and staying strictly focused on bringing, I'm almost getting like a squirrel, right? Stocking up the goods, making sure that you are stockpiling for some big move, they're saying. So there's some sort of transition that's happening for Aquarius. Now, whether you're actually physically moving or moving into the next step, some of you might even be thinking about starting your own business and stockpiling the money. There's some sort of goal that Aquarius is trying to reach, and therefore stockpiling the goods in order to get there. Okay, there you go. So yeah, it's going to be different for everyone, but there's definitely a goal in mind for Aquarius, that there seems to be a lot of work and effort. And listen, the dollar bills that are rolling in, yes, I see it. They are fully supporting this, okay? If you are not seeing it roll in, work more on your affirmations and having faith, and make sure that you are spending wisely. Okay, they're saying balance it out. You don't want, because there's a couple different groups of Aquarius. They didn't necessarily do this with Libra, but they did with Gemini. So I'm going to roll with it. So there's a select few of Aquarius that is, working really hard at trying to get all their ducks in a row, but might be, okay, overindulging a little bit. Either going out to eat, drinking, things like that, maybe spending money here and there, and it's adding up, and you're not really seeing that climb in your account. They're saying be a little more diligent and being careful where your money's actually going. If this is something you want, then you need to stay consistent with it. But if you are on the other end of the spectrum, and I feel like it's almost that overactive and deficient thing we were talking about, but on the other end of the spectrum, if you are constantly working and not having any fun, then you need to learn to balance that out. There has to be this finesse in between, right? You can't work and not enjoy yourself, right? So make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Don't forget to be around people that you get along with, that are supportive of you and get what you're trying to accomplish, okay? If anyone is pressuring you too much, then they're not fully understanding. But there's quite a few people that want to hang out with Aquarius, and I almost feel like the stubborn, like, I don't have time. Okay, we all have time. We can make time. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Energetically, when it comes to other people, you don't have to shut off. Okay, but you also don't want to, you want to make sure that you're not numbing. Like, there's two different ends of the spectrum, so make sure that for those of you that are doing any of that, that you're being careful and learn to balance it out a little bit, um, because there's a lot more to it. Yes, you should be doing what you're doing and working towards your goal, but remember to take that time for yourself and don't overdo it. Okay. um, Yeah, so they're bringing up the dandelion, and the way that I'm kind of taking this is, you have a bunch of different things that you want to accomplish in life. I almost feel like Aquarius has been thinking about this more. Um, that, what is it that I really want to experience in my life? What are places I want to go? What are things I want to do? Almost like creating a bucket list type of thing. And I'll say that this is a great thing to work towards, right? Um, but are you putting it out into the universe that this is a reality of yours, that this can actually happen, right? We need to have that energy supporting it. Like, oh, this is a pipe dream. Start small. Look at little things that you can do on a bucket list that you've never done before, and try to work up to the bigger things, because once you realize how easy it is to accomplish the smaller things, you'll have more faith and energy to support those bigger dreams that you have. Okay. um, So, Aquarius, I will say, this is, again, these are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I almost feel that for, uh, mm, okay, so for about 25% of Aquarius, they are saying that by New Year's, you will either have some sort of reconciliation or a new emotional experience with someone new. Okay? So whatever it is, it's gonna stir some feelings for you. It's gonna be a lot of fun and a lot of excitement for you. And I feel like this is someone that, um, you know, could could be very good for you. Okay, I do sense a little bit of hesitation though. Why? Why am I sensing hesitation? Because of fear, of course. Um, I don't know if you'll necessarily be ready for this offer that is coming, or this, this invitation, whatever it is that is coming. But Aquarius, just remember, don't think about it too much. Have fun. Let things ride naturally as they should. And when you tend to overthink things, you end up getting in your head and pushing things away that could be good for you, no matter how it may turn out. Don't take life so seriously. Allow things to be as they should. Um, Yeah, I definitely, and like, no pun intended, but I definitely see some fireworks here. It's gonna make you guess. It's gonna make you question some things. So, um, just be aware of that for Aquarius. Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to be slowing down closer to the first of the year, though. Because Aquarius was moving very fast when the energy came in, but now I feel a lot more mellow. So maybe this reconciliation or this person might make things a little more easygoing for you, and that's always a great thing, right? So let me know if it happens. I'd be excited to hear. Yeah, don't be afraid to truly blossom, either, Aquarius. Okay. I feel like there's going to be a couple people who hear that message and like it's really going to it's going to hit you in the heart space. So, don't be afraid to blossom, Aquarius. It's okay. It's going to be perfectly fine. You were meant to do this. You were born to do this, and they're telling you have no fear. Don't hold back, because this is not the time for you to hold back. Okay. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable either. Let people see who you truly are. It's okay. They're either gonna love you or not, and if they don't, then joke's on them, right? So yeah. All right. Well. Yeah, they're just constantly reminding that they have all of our backs, and that they're really excited for us to go into 2019 and to see what all of this work was for, um, and they're ready for all of us to step into our true nature and what we need to be doing. So don't hold back, y'all. All right. Well, I hope that this resonates with you. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, and don't be shy, y'all. Don't be shy. If anyone does want to support the channel, there is the PayPal link down below in the description box. And for anyone who is interested or needing a last minute gift idea, I do have gift certificates now available. And hi Carmen, I'm so sorry, the unknown. Hey guys, yeah, y'all just missed it, so I'm so sorry. Go back and catch the replay. There's part 1 and part 2, because obviously my equipment does not like me very much. So with that being said, please go back and catch the replay if you missed it. And if anyone does want to donate to support the channel, I love you very much. The donation link is down below. And again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates with you. And I wish you all of the best and have very, very happy holidays. Love you guys.